Hi guys, Dan Greason here from VA Lifestyle Design. Just sitting here under the mango tree in our backyard and thought I'd do a video and talk about how the seed of living a location independent life was planted into my head. I always, when we came here, it was about like, we want a better life for our kids and we want to get out of the city and we want to do all these things and enjoy our life with our kids. And so I always just sort of answered it, it was when we had kids, we wanted to get out of here. And I sort of gave it more thought the other day and really thought about when was it like the actual moment that I wanted to do it. And then I thought right back, it was back to when first time I travelled. I left Australia when I was 23 and I went to Thailand first, and from there I went to Europe and I lived in London for a while. But I was in Thailand. I was there with my brother and two good friends, and we all hired mopeds for the day. We were in Phuket. It was maybe our third day. We'd been in Bangkok a couple of days, and I think we'd been in Phuket a couple of days, and then we were travelling around everywhere. But anyway, we were cruising around on the motorbikes. We were at 10 k's out of one of the populated areas, up on this cliff, sort of looking out over the ocean. Just parked our bikes, and I really want to live like this. This is awesome. Like, how cheap everything is. There's people here doing it. Like, I want to be one of these guys that lives here. At the time I thought, maybe I'm a carpenter, so maybe I can work half the year, then half the year not. And I was, kind of, me and my friend, we both wanted to do it, so we're coming up with all these different ideas. And anyway, from there I went on to London and sort of travelled around a lot, and always liked travelling, but sort of forgot about that a little bit. So, I mentioned it to Danielle. I said, when the first time it was planted for me was when I was 23. And I talked about this story, but I'd never sort of linked the two before. And, yeah, so Danielle was thinking too, when was the first time she left? And she left to go to Bali around about the same age as me, and she was reading this book called Patch of Paradise. And she was like, I want to live in Bali or Thailand or somewhere. She wanted to do the same thing. And so it was, when we went, that must have been around about the same time. And then we started, actually, that was really close, okay. Then we worked out how old we were and what months it was. It was within a few weeks of each other that we both made that decision. And this is maybe 3 or 4 years before we even met, so 3 years before we even met. So it was just, it was shocking, really, to think about it like that. It was wow, maybe we were all planted the seed together, or I don't know. It was just real uncanny that we both came up with that in our lives at the same time, long before we ever met, for our kids, but everything. So maybe it made us think, were we meant to do this? And all, you can you can go on all day about that sort of stuff. But that was when it was planted for me, and it was before I had kids. It was before I had family. And it was the same as Danielle. And now looking back, it was obvious that we were always going to live this sort of life, but it just made me think as well, that it's becoming more and more location independent people, and I was wondering how other people do it. So if anyone's got a unique, cool story, let us know in the comments below, or hit us up on Facebook. I'm really fascinated by it, so yeah, spread the word and let us know, and we'll speak to you next time. Alright guys, see ya.